Welcome back, Champions Club. The Doc's here, back at it again, ready to drop some serious knowledge bombs on you. We're talking Call of Duty Warzone in 2025, baby. The future of warfare is here, and if you're still playing like it's 2023, you're gonna get left in the dust. But fear not, champions, because the two-time is here to make sure you're at the top of your game. We're talking next-level strategies, cutting-edge tactics, and the kind of gameplay that'll make your opponents rage quit in shame. I'm talking about outgunning, outmaneuvering, and outsmarting everyone who dares to step foot in Verdansk, or whatever futuristic hellscape they've cooked up for us in the future. So buckle up, grab your Mountain Dew Code Red, and get ready to ascend to the highest echelon of Warzone dominance. Let's dive in. First things first, champions, we gotta talk about your loadout. You can't expect to roll into the Warzone with some cobbled-together second-rate gear and expect to compete with the best. We're talking about crafting the perfect weapon setup, a symphony of firepower and precision that'll have you dropping enemies like flies. We're talking about choosing the right weapon for every situation, the right attachments for maximum accuracy and control, and the right perks to complement your playstyle. Remember, champions, your loadout is an extension of yourself. It's a reflection of your skill, your dominance, and your unwavering commitment to victory. So don't just slap some random attachments on there and call it a day. Take the time to experiment, to find what works best for you. And remember, the meta is always changing, so stay informed and adapt. Now, champions, let's talk about the battlefield. Knowing the map like the back of your hand is crucial to your success. I'm talking about memorizing every nook and cranny, every choke point and power position. Knowing where to find the best loot, the best vantage points, and the best escape routes. And don't even get me started on drop spots. You gotta know where to land to maximize your chances of survival and early game dominance. Are you dropping hot into the heart of the action, or are you taking a more tactical approach, landing on the outskirts and building your arsenal? The choice is yours, champions, but choose wisely. Because in the Warzone, knowledge is power. And the more you know about the map, the more power you have over your opponents. So study up, champions, and make the Warzone your playground. Chapter 3. Movement is king, mastering advanced techniques. Listen up, champions, because this is where the real skill comes in. In the fast-paced, high-stakes world of Warzone, movement is everything. You can't just be running around like a headless chicken hoping for the best. You need to be fluid. You need to be unpredictable. You need to be a goddamn ninja. We're talking about mastering advanced movement techniques like slide canceling, bunny hopping, and whatever insane maneuvers they'll come up with in 2025. These techniques will give you that crucial edge in a firefight, allowing you to outmaneuver, outflank, and outgun your opponents. So hit the practice range, champions, and start honing your skills. Because in the Warzone, the faster, the smoother, the more elusive you are, the longer you'll survive. Chapter 4. Communication is key synergy and strategy. Now, champions, even the most skilled lone wolf can't win every battle alone. This ain't no solo mission. We're talking about teamwork, communication, and synergy. You and your squad need to operate like a well-oiled machine, moving as one, thinking as one, and dominating as one. That means clear and concise communication is absolutely crucial. Call-outs need to be sharp, information needs to be shared, and strategies need to be coordinated. Remember, champions, a team that communicates effectively is a team that wins together. So ditch the toxic negativity, the blame game, and the rage quits. Elevate your comms, lift each other up, and watch as your squad becomes an unstoppable force in the Warzone. Chapter 5. Stay ahead of the curve. The importance of patch notes. Finally, champions, the key to staying at the top of your game is to stay informed. The Warzone is constantly evolving, with new updates, balance changes, and meta shifts happening all the time. You can't just rest on your laurels and expect to stay ahead of the curve. That's why you need to be reading those patch notes, champions. Every single one. Understand the buffs, the nerfs, the new additions, and the subtle tweaks, because those seemingly small changes can have a massive impact on the game. So, stay vigilant, stay informed, and stay ahead of the competition. Because in the ever-evolving world of Warzone, the only constant is change. And those who adapt the fastest dominate the longest. That's it for today's Tips and Tricks, Champions Club. Remember, the path to victory in the Warzone is paved with skill, strategy, and a healthy dose of ruthlessness. So gear up, lock and load, and get ready to dominate. Take what you've learned today, apply it in the field, and show the world what it means to be a true Warzone champion. Remember, the only acceptable outcome is victory. Anything less is simply unacceptable. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Now get out there and show them what you're made of. See you in the Warzone.